Dr. Lepley watched from the hidden side of a two-way mirror as the boy inside the testing room played with various Legos that were scattered along the floor. "What day are we on, Monica?" The young and buxom research assistant typed the query into the computer. "Today is day number 82, try, Lepley." Dr. Lepley scratched and tugged at his beard while he watched the boy. Only 10 more days until maturity and deployment. Things were coming along nicely. "Monica, could we run them through the simulation sequence one more time before the client comes for the progress update?" Monica stood up from her desk and walked towards the testing room. "Certainly, Dr. Lepley." Monica opened the door to the test room and walked over to the corner where the computer console was located. She put on her headset and microphone and opened up a command line terminal on the screen in front of her. Initiating simulation sequence. The lights dimmed and the room began to render the three-dimensional environment and scenery. Soon the boy was surrounded by furniture and a television appeared in front of him. He was in a living room. Within minutes a woman had appeared and began to talk. "Toad boy. How's my favorite little guy today? How's my sweet Henry?" The boy laughed and reached his arms upward, indicating that he wanted to be picked up. Then the living room began to vanish slowly as the lights gradually became brighter. The simulated audio slowly decreased in volume. Simulation sequence completed. Dr. Lepley had been watching the biometrics analysis on his computer. 88.7% estimated similarity. Progress was being made. He looked down at his wristwatch. 10:52. Almost time for the appointment with the client. Mrs. Jacobs opened the door to the research room and looked at the boy seated in front of her. She smiled and felt a tear run down her cheek. She reached inside her purse and pulled out a Kit Kat bar. She knelt towards the boy and handed him the candy. As soon as the boy had tasted it he immediately spit it back out, making a noise of disapproval and disgust. Mrs. Jacobs glared at Dr. Lepley. "This isn't my Henry. He just isn't the same. You promised me results. These things take time, Mrs. Jacobs. Just be patient and I know you'll be satisfied." Mrs. Jacobs looked visibly angry and distraught. "No. I'm done. I don't want him. It's not my son. Screw you and your science experiments. I'm not coming back." Dr. Lepley shook his head in dismay as Mrs. Jacobs stormed out of the door. "Monica, please terminate subject 117. "Certainly, doctor." As Dr. Lepley left the room, Monica unlocked a drawer next to the computer console and removed the Glock 43X that had been stowed away inside. She aimed it at subject 117, turned off the safety, and pulled trigger.